Good morning, beautiful people. It is Joel McElhaney coming to you live. It is Monday morning coffees with Joel. This week, I'm going to talk about what happened in the month of December. I always love discussing, I don't know why, it's one of my favorite topics each month that I talk about is what happened last month, because it's so important for us to understand where this industry is going, what is happening, what sales are happening, what the average price is, all very important and relevant, especially if you're looking to sell your home, if you're looking to buy a home. So on January the 10th, the St. John Real Estate Board posted the information about the month of December, and they said demand for MLS listed properties returns to pre-pandemic levels for the month of December. So last December, that wasn't the case. So it's a very different story that we're seeing right now as of this December. So the number of homes sold through the MLS system of the St. John Real Estate Board totaled 112 units in December of 2022. This is a sharply down by 37.4% from December of 21. So comparing December of last year to December this year, we're down by 37.4%. Also, home sales were 19.4% below the 5-year average for the month of December. So on an annual basis, so far this, as of the whole year of last year, home sales totaled 2,445 units over the course of last year, over 2022. And that's a decrease of 22.1% from 2021. So last year, not as many homes were selling. So I just want to say what our board president had to say. Although 2022 was a roller coaster year for most markets across the country, our region fared better than most. As expected, the seasonal holiday slowdown impacted the number of properties changing hands during the month of December, said Kevin Donovan, president of the St. John Real Estate Board. On the bright side, sales totals were right around where we would expect to see for this time of year. However, new listings were below the historic average by a significant margin, causing overall inventory to shrink to its lowest levels since February. This is not entirely unexpected, as there is usually a pullback in the number of homes available heading into the new year. But it's been nearly 20 years since we've seen this. So, and there were less than 90 new listings added in the month of December. So that is quite groundbreaking. With at least one more interest rate hike likely in the near term, it is difficult to forecast where the market will head in early 2023, but rest assured, we are monitoring conditions in our region very closely for any definitive sign that will point to what to expect in the next few months and beyond. Again, I'm reading directly a quote from Kevin Donovan, St. John Real Estate Board president. I always like to see what his perspective is and share that with you each month because he is looking at a very big picture view of what's going on. Let's talk about some other interesting things that are happening. Price. So the MLS Home Price Index, which tracks trends far more accurately using our average or median measures, the overall MLS HPI composite price was 261.3 in December, increasing 3.9% compared to last year. So although we have all of these values coming down, notice our price isn't, at least not from 1 year ago. Prices are coming down. If we look throughout 2022, the average price went up, kind of peaked at around 300 and is now trending back down, but not significantly. The benchmark price for a single family home was 261.9, a modest gain of 3.5% on a year-over-year basis. In December. By comparison, the benchmark apartment price was $226,600, and that's a significant increase of 33.9% from a year ago. So Apartments are doing something a little different than homes are. Interesting to watch how that's being affected. A lot of government policy is driving what's happening in that sector. That is not a topic for today, however. Let's talk about the average price of homes sold in December, $284,899. That's a good price, advancing 14.2% over December of 2021. So values for December are up. Inventory is down. That's how it works, supply and demand. So it's really a lack of supply that is driving our prices back up. A comprehensive annual average, so that is one to watch as well, is 292, increasing 15.4% from all of 2021. So when you look at that, you know, it's still somewhere close to 300, which makes sense. Now this is something to be aware of. The number of new listings fell 25.4% in December. There were 88 new residential listings in December. This is the lowest number of new listings added in the month of December in more than 15 years. So there we have it. That's really what, again, is driving this. New listings were 22.5% below the 5-year average and 28.9% below the 10-year average. So we've just never really seen in the last 20 years this few listings. So the number of active listings were 363 units on the market at the end of December. This is a decrease of 7.9% from the end of December 2021. So active listings haven't been this low in the month of December in more than 2 decades. So that's something to keep in mind. So what I have to say to you is if you are looking to sell, now is a good time because there's not a lot of competition for other houses. So if you have a bungalow in a specific area, you might be the only bungalow in that neighborhood. So if someone's looking to move to that neighborhood, they have you as the option and maybe not a lot of others. If you're buying right now, keep in mind that there's not a lot of inventory and that you're going to have competition for the house that you're buying. You're more than likely going to have competition for that house. So that is where we stand. Months of inventory is months of inventory. I talk about this sometimes. It is the number of months if we froze inventory in place and didn't add anything new to the market, how long it would take for that particular set of inventory to sell. And it's 3.2, so it is going up a bit. Things aren't selling as quickly, which is a good thing. So, but if we were to freeze inventory, we'd run out in 3 months. And so again, it just speaks to the fact that we don't have a lot happening in terms of inventory right now. Somewhat normal this time of year. No one should panic. These are, in December and January, not historically high times to be putting a house on the market. But I do encourage you, if you are thinking of it, it actually is a good time because of what's going on in the market right now. So there is still a lot of buyers out there looking that haven't been able to find that house because of this very reason. There just aren't a lot of houses. So again, call me if you're thinking of selling. I can help you with that. Well, that is it for now. That is the update on what's going on in the market. Here I am keeping you up to date on everything real estate. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. Until I see you again, keep being awesome.